All right, folks. Well, welcome aboard to this Bitstream production coverage of your Midwest Regionals tournament. Plains Regional Baseball Tournament, July 17th through 21st here in 2019. Your matchup for this afternoon is Baxter versus Bismarck. Bismarck being the home team. Still trying to get some cameras back up and running after our rain delay or whatever, so apologize for not seeing some of the views that you might be expected to or might expect to see. We've got Jace Johnson for Bismarck Americans on the mound, with Swanson catching. Grady Swanson catching. So your Bismarck Americans on the field first, and your Baxter team taking the batting circle. I'd like to welcome you aboard this Bitstream production via YouTube. We take pleasure in offering the opportunity for folks to at least tune in and keep track of what's going on. You probably hear some wind in the background. We have just had a storm just roll through about half an hour ago, and we're trying to kind of get back up and running. We had a half-hour rain delay with that previous game. Jaden Barnum's up first for Baxter. Jaden Barnum getting some encouragement from his teammates on the bench over there. So Jaden Barnum has got some relatives, Eric, Amy, Colin, Ryan, and Nathan with his family members. He's got Callie the cat. His favorite MLB player is Byron Buxton here in of your Minnesota Twins. What he wants to be when he grows up is an NFL football player. His favorite food is mashed potatoes and gravy, and he likes to play football and basketball. He wants to give a shout out to Amy Barnum. Her mom is overseas, so he just got a nice little infield hit there and a trip to first base based on that hit. Nicely done. For Jaden Barnum. Evan Bolt up next. All right. We have 1-0 the count. Excuse me. And a hit to the third baseman off the second. Looks like we got safe on both counts there, so we got another single for Baxter. Oh, I guess not. Looks like Barnum tried to make it to third and couldn't quite sneak past the third baseman. Drew Hawkinson is next at bat. So 1 out for Baxter. Hawkinson, Drew Hawkinson. Hokinson, excuse me. Is up there with a 1-1 count. He has his mom, dad, and sister Elsie. His dog Milo. His favorite MLB player is Javier Baez. He wants to be a sports player of some kind. His favorite food is meatloaf. He also plays hockey, and he got a nice hit down the left base line and easily makes it to first base with a nice single. And he wants to give a shout out to his stepbrother Riley. So hopefully Riley are joining in online somewhere. Thank you for watching if you are on Bitstream. Hokinson. It's a nice single. Up next we have Drew Herkenhoff. Now we got runners at first and second for Baxter. Low pitch. Herkenhoff watching that go. The 1-1 count. And a nice hit right to the pitcher. He forces the out at second. So we're up to 2 outs. And a nice single there by Herkenhoff. So, we have a player at first and third right now. Cody Pipcorn is going to be our next. Pipcorn is going to be our next batter. Two outs. And just so you realize, folks, we are trying to get the outfield camera running and linked. Looks like we got a nice tip ball out to the behind the backstop here. So your Bismarck Americans. Jace Johnson throwing the pitches here. 1-1 count. We have our base runners trying to tease Johnson into making a throw, looking for another opportunity. One and 2 count to Peepcorn. And a hit. Oh, wow. It was a line drive to the pitcher. He had the catch, dropped it, picked it up, and then made the out at first base. Nicely played. Peepcorn with a nice hit, but didn't quite get it through. So as we retire the sides, no runs made it. It's like we're getting back online now with our outfield camera. Nicely done. We have to thank Brian Lummel with Bitstream, and his wife Donna Lummel, and his daughter Jaden Lummel. So for getting things up and running and making sure all systems are go here. It's kind of a complex operation, believe it or not, to do the whole online thing, but we appreciate you guys watching out there and on YouTube. So Bodie Pipcorn from Baxter. His mom Cassie, his dad Jeremiah, his brother Brooks. He has a golden doodle named Kai. His favorite MLB player is Nolan Avendado. Excuse me. He wants to be an MLB player when he grows up. His favorite food is ribs. And we got the announcing speaker kind of going nuts over there. He also plays basketball. He loves fishing and hunting. A guy after my own heart there. Nicely done. He wants to give a shout out to his grandma and grandpa at home. That's Bodie Pipcorn. Hi, Grandma and Grandpa. Hopefully you're enjoying watching this Bitstream Productions. We'd like to first say thank you for watching the 2019 Midwest Plains Regional Baseball Tournament, sponsored in part and by Shields All Sports, 104.7 KCLD, BSN Sports Apparel, and Play It Again Sports. Without them, we could not make this broadcast a possibility or have all kinds of stuff going on with the tournament itself. So, thanks. Now up at bat for your Bismarck Americans, Carson Braun.
All right, we are back in center field.
I was hoping you did. Oh, wait, did I say that? I was wondering if you disappeared.
A little out of breath, but we are back.
He was running from center field around the long way.
They're 2-0.
Oh, nice hit. Right to the third baseman, off to first for the out. So that was Carson Brown with a nice hit. Out. Chase Johnson's up next for his first at-bat of this game. The Bismarck Americans. Looking for their profile sheets, and I was having trouble finding them. So Carson Braun, who's currently at bat, also has other family members, mom, dad, and his sister. He has a pet dog. He didn't say what the name was. Favorite MLB player is Mike Trout, as he's looking at a 2-1 count, probably 2-2 now. He wants to be an MLB player when he grows up. Carson Brown was just up and earlier. He likes chicken nuggets, basketball, and football. And we got Jake Johnson with a for a nice single. Got himself to first base. How's that wind working out for you, Brian? Brian just had a lid end up in his face.
Stuff flying everywhere.
Nonetheless, anyway, Carson Braun wanted to say hi to his grandmas and grandpas and auntie and uncle. So, thanks for watching out there in on YouTube via Bitstream. Bismarck Americans have one out with a player on first, which is Jace Johnson. A nice little single. Looking for the steal. He makes it, and he's going for third. The throw to third is high, and he makes it. So, Jace Johnson with 2 steals. All the way to third base. Nicely done. A little bit of an overthrow by Baxter. Pitching for Baxter is Evan Bolt, number 3. Again, we got a 2-0 count to Joey Kralik. high pitch. He watched it, which is good. So he's going to take that free ride to first base. Jackson Herman up next for Bismarck Americans.
Deciding to take some real estate free. The pitch and a hit all the way through, right through shortstop, and Bismarck Johnson scoring for the early lead for Bismarck. So Jace Johnson Jackson Herman with a nice little hit. Got himself a single. So now we have players on first and second for Bismarck. Kralik is on second, Herman on first.
I think it's let up.
A little, yeah, right?
Just keeps coming. It's alright as long as it's...
Swanson with a nice hit out to right field. And they're trying to prevent the player from getting home. So we have bases loaded for Bismarck right now with a 1 out. And a 1-run lead. Grady Swanson with a nice hit. Oh! Taylor being patient with a 3-1 count. Hit right through shortstop area. Kind of fumbled out there in left field. Throw in. We got 2 runs that made it. And we've got 2 players still on base. A nice double there for Taylor. Zeitz up next. Drew Taylor with a nice double, driving in a couple runs with 2 RBIs there. Again, just 1 out at this point for Bismarck. Pitch a little high. Seats. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out for Bismarck. Rikers eats. Nice hit down to first baseline, however it was foul. So 3-2. Riker got himself a free pass to first base, so again we've got bases loaded for Bismarck. Braylon Aldinger is up next. Light hit, but it ended up being foul. And we talked about some of these players yesterday with their profiles, so I'm trying to make sure I'm getting everybody a chance to be heard at least once anyway. A little tip and a foul. So we got a 1-2 count. Braylon Aldinger. He's got mom, dad, and his brother. He doesn't have any pets. And he just had a pop fly that just went foul over by the dugout for Baxter. His favorite MLB player is Mike Trout. He wants to be a baseball player. He loves nachos. He plays basketball and football as well. Nice hit that shanks off to left foul area. So we got bases loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out for Bismarck. Pitch coming in high to Aldinger. Pitch. A little bit of a high pitch. Pop. And it goes back behind the backstop towards the left side. So we got a 3-2 count for Aldinger. See if he can keep this train rolling, so to speak. For
He's really battling in there to see if he
Bismarck.
can.
No doubt.
Oh.
Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a
Can he make
right
a double?
through-
Going home.
Going home, safe at home. So Aldinger gets the single, goes right up towards the second baseman. Second baseman made the play, but brought it to home to try and minimize the damage. So Braylon Aldinger, a nice little single. Right past the pitcher and got to the second baseman. Up next, we've got Garrett Nisley with a nice hit out towards center field for the out. Pop fly, but we have a steal towards home, and he makes it just fine. Taylor taking it home. So,
Makes it 5-0.
5-0 all of a sudden. Bismarck. Schultz taking the pitches.
Wind's still bucking here in the press box. Sorry about this.
Press box. Oh, wow. Schultz with a nice hit off the right field and dropped Again, we got 2 outs. We got one run scoring for sure. And we got a double out of that play. So we got Schultz with a nice double. Players on second and third. So Aldinger's sitting on third base waiting to increase Baxter's lead.
I think there is 2 outs.
I believe there are 2
'cause
outs. Yeah,
they
there's heading
caught
on the
that center
catch.
field,
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, Nisley's hit. Tristan Schultz too. Trying to do my little score sheet here as we're going, so keep track of what's going
That
on.
loads up the bases.
Oh my. They have a walk. Is that Brown again over there on first base? Yeah, we got Jace Johnson up again. Last time he had a nice little single and he stole for second and third. Nice hit off the left field line, and he calls it. Calls it foul. All right. Trying a little bit of a muffling effect here on the microphone. Hopefully you don't get that wind
It's
noise as
working.
bad. I think it is. Nicely done.
I have my moments.
We got a 2-1 count to Jace Johnson, who gets a hit right past the third baseman. We got 2 runs coming in here. Throw to home, and he saved. He made it. Wow. So Jace Johnson gets a nice double out of that one and drives in 2 runs. Pretty impressive. Sitting at 8-0 right now. And Baxter kind of thinking twice about what's going on here. Trying to settle things down.
Up to bat, number 3, Joey Kralik.
Joey Kralik up next. Last time out, he was able to make it to the first on a walk. See what happens this time. Bolt still trying to drive those pitches in. Got 1-0 is the count. And a hit right into third base. The throw over to first. And he's out. So they stopped the damage finally after 8 runs had made it in within the first inning.
Crazy inning.
Yeah, wow. Bismarck Americans showing how it's done apparently at the at bat. My
Yeah.
goodness. Nicely done.
Did they go all the way through the order?
Yeah, all the way through the order and started over again.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
To keep up that pace.
Yeah, this could be a different game
Yeah.
for sure. It's warming up in here again though.
Yeah,
Sun's coming out.
sun's coming out.
And we got the humidity bucking up a
One-
little bit.
Like they say in Minnesota, just wait 15 minutes.
Sure. Although they say that about everywhere.
Yeah.
Seriously. Although we will have the highest range of temperatures. I will.
Yes.
We can take credit for that, up here, right?
Yeah.
Not only do we have -30 this
Oof.
winter,
was a
Tough,
long winter too.
long
My
winter.
gosh, it was terrible.
And we promised ourselves we wouldn't complain about the heat,
I know,
but
right?
here we are.
You know what? Here we are complaining. Because we're like, yeah, this cold sucks. In any case. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the coverage by Bitstream Productions via YouTube here. I want to thank Brian Lummel, his wife Donna Lummel, and his daughter Jaden Lummel for getting things all up and running in the techno geek that Brian Lummel is. For those of you that didn't get to hear us in the last game, Brian and I have kind of skated and played hockey together for the better part of 15 years
Many,
or
many
more.
years,
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
And we know each other fairly well as far as, you know, I throw pucks at his head oftentimes. He plays goalie and I play forward, so nonetheless, we have fun. So hopefully you enjoy the broadcast and enjoying watching baseball here in Waite Park, Minnesota for the 2019 Midwest Regionals.
What a great way to spend a Friday.
Yeah. Baxter's up. Jewel starting the lineup. Hudson Jewel. He's swinging at a couple higher pitches, but both of them go back to the back. Stop. There we go. Behind the backstop. So Hudson Jewel. He's got other family members. Dad, mom, his brother. I'm assuming. Oops. Nice hit.
Oh!
Holy cow. Line drive to the shortstop, and shortstop picks him off. Jewel with a fabulous hit,
grab.
but my goodness, that was a great
He
hit.
got robbed.
Yeah, he did. Nice play. Cole Brenny's up next. Samuel Hudson. So Mark, Morgan, and Lincoln are his relatives. He doesn't have any pets. His favorite MLB player is Eduardo Escobar, and he wants to be a baseball player when he grows up. He loves ham pie as his favorite food. I've never heard that one. That's kind of interesting. He also plays basketball and soccer, and he wants to say a shout out to his cousin Carl out there on Bitstream, I guess. Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl. Hope you're having a great day.
So Cole Brenny up. And we've got 2-0 count for Brenny. And he's taking a swing for his first strike. 2-1. So Brenny, using the wise eye, gets a free trip out to first base. Sean Robbins up next. So Brenny has his dad and his mom and 2 sisters. He doesn't mention their names, but I suppose that's all right. 3 dogs. Doesn't mention their names either. However, his favorite MLB player is Bryce Harper. Brenny looking to take some additional real estate, or take some additional ground, whatever you want to call it. He wants to be a podiatrist. That's specific, man. Wow. Brenny.
That's a foot doctor, right?
Yeah, as far as I remember.
Wow, to have that specialty
That's
picked out already at 11.
something else, my goodness. A podiatrist. His favorite food is being a cheeseburger. He also plays soccer, and he wants to wish a shout out to his mom, Amanda, watching online. So, hello, Amanda. Thanks for watching on Bitstream. So Sean Robin looking at a 1-2 count. Sean Robin. This wind does make things challenging, I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
I shouldn't complain, however.
Hanging onto your paperwork there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, got him in
Unfortunately,
strikes.
Sean Robin struck out. It's 2 outs now for Baxter. Jackson Vogel up, or Bogart, excuse me. Pitch. Chase Johnson throwing the pitches out there for Bismarck. Puts a little high and you have Cole Brenny still looking for the steal. We got a 2-2 count, I believe. There's a 2-1 now. 2-1. It's like the umpire actually heard me. Yeah, we have referees in hockey. So yeah, I do it too. Oh,
I think we need a jar every time
yeah.
we say something hockey.
Bogart taking a swing. We got a 2-2 count.
2 outs.
We get a full count now. 2 outs, 8-0 the lead for Bismarck.
We haven't seen a lead that big.
Not in the entire tournament yet. That's exactly right. Most of the games have been pretty tight. Swing and a miss. And that retires Baxter right there. So Jackson Bogart, strikeout. Interesting game, that's for sure. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the coverage out on midstream. We welcome the input online as well. So Cheryl Watts writes in, "Yay Bismarck Americans, yay Schultz." Tristan Schultz, it's her great nephew, Cheryl Watts. Thank you for writing in. Appreciate it. We like this interactive component here.
Nothing for Eric and Ryan. That's okay.
That's okay. That's all right. It's not about you or me.
Really?
Just saying.
Up to bat, number 3, Joey Kralik.
All right, Bex, go now. Pick him up.
Number 34, Jackson Herman.
Jackson Herman's up next.
Gotta wear that before.
watching the pitches go by here. We got a 3-1 count right now to Jackson Herman. And a hit out the center, and it just goes over the head of Cole Brenny out there in center field. So Jackson Herman with a double.
Up next, number 7, Grady Swanson.
Grady Swanson's up next for Bismarck Americans. No outs. 8-0 lead for the Americans. And a nice hit out to left field with the catch made by Brenny. One out. Jackson with a nice steal to third. And a hit, third baseman. Over to first base for the second out. They will allow Herman to score though. So that brings it up to 9-0 Bismarck. Eckers up next. Taylor with that attempt at a single, but he gets thrown out. Zeitz with a nice hit, the infield area, shortstop, and makes the play for the third out. So the damage was minimized anyway by Baxter. They only kept them, or they kept Bismarck to just 1 run. Done a nice job. Baxter playing much better defensively that time like that. Nicely done as we change sides here. Looks like Zeitz, nope. Schultz on the mound. Tristan Schultz on the mound, number 17 for the Bismarck Americans. His 2 brothers and his mom and dad. A dog named River. Chris Bryant is his favorite MLB player. And he wants to take care of dogs when he grows up. And I don't blame him. Dogs are much easier to deal with than people. Brian's trying to get another camera set up, so he doesn't have my back on commentary there. But his favorite food is fried rice. He likes to play basketball, soccer, football, and baseball. My goodness, another 4-sport athlete. He wants to give a shout out to Aiden Rakowski, his family members and grandparents out there in Bitstream land. Hopefully you're all enjoying the coverage here on Bitstream. And I got a little shout out here from Sheldon Sime, S-I-M-E. Go Americans, and number 6, Riker Zeitz. So nice job. Anyway, Tristan Schultz on the mound now for the Bismarck Americans. currently up at bat. Lucko, I think is how it's pronounced. I have to double check on how I put it in the sheet here. We have a 2-1 count. Lashko is how it's pronounced. 3-1 count for Lashko. His mom, dad, 3 sisters, and a little brother. Chocolate lab named Harley, I believe it says, or Hurley. His favorite player is Nolan Ariando, and he gets a free ride to first base. He wants to be a professional athlete. He likes Rafferty's Pizza. He likes to play basketball and football as well as baseball. And he wants to give a shout out to Grandma and Grandpa out there in Bitstream watching. Lashko. Jaden Barnum up next. Top of the third right here. Lashko's trying to steal for second there. Cheating a little bit. Jaden Barnum. Looking at a 2-2 count. And Lashko. 3-2 count. Jaden Barnum also getting a free ride to first base. Up next we have Evan Bolt.
Right in there, buddy. Confidence here, bud.
Brian Lumley, your proprietor of Bitstream Productions, set up another camera this time to kind of watch the pitching, which is pretty awesome, actually. So Schultz. So Cheryl Watts says, hi, for pitcher number 17 is my great nephew. Hi, Tristan from Auntie in Michigan. All right, so Schultz pitching. Tristan Schultz pitching. And having a little discussion with the coach to make sure everything's all right with a 2-2 count now to Evan Bolt.
I think we got the wind thing figured out here.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks weird, but
Yeah,
we
it
got
looks
these-
weird.
We got big pinky things right in front of our mouths, but hey, whatever. As long as it works. Oh, nice hit by Bolt. Going to the third baseman, looking for the double play.
Did they get it?
I think. Apparently they did. Wow. So 2 outs just like that. Bolt with a nice hit, but gets thrown out at first base in the forced play on second. So we have Lashko is the only remaining base runner for Baxter, and he's on third right now, threatening.
I apologize if the score bug's been off a little bit. I was.
Oh, and I wasn't
the
keeping
camera.
up either.
Yeah, that's
so
all right.
That's my fault. So what? I don't know.
What just happened?
I missed that.
Was it a balk? What happened?
Apparently. So, yeah, so Baxter gets a run walked in, I guess, because Lashko presumably was a balk.
Can't imagine what else it would have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
Happened so quick.
We got 2 outs. Barnum was thrown out. Hokinson up now. And looks like he's taking a free ride to first.
First and nobody at third.
Nobody at third. So our score now is 9-1 for the Bismarck Americans over Baxter. So Baxter did have a run that got in. So Drew Herkenoff now up to bat.
Was that another bot?
Apparently. Yep. So the umpire or field rep, what do you call it, guys? Is it still an umpire out there in the field? See, that shows you what I know. As a hockey player, great. Basically letting Schultz know that he can't be taking advantage of that fake play. So we get a pop fly by Herkenoff and an easy out for Schultz to make. For the third out. So in that frame we had a few walks in there, so it's a little tough throwing apparently. Nonetheless, yeah, Baxter did get on the board, so that's always beneficial. They got a pretty big hill to climb, however, now that we're at the bottom of the third. So
This game's really go fast, especially when we don't have a rain like.
What? What?
Well, for those watching out on Bitstream, we encourage you to, if you got any comments or suggestions for us, or if I'm saying something completely wrong on the names, please help me out. We'd appreciate it. Not to mention, it's kind of fun when we have the interaction from folks watching. So if you're watching and you feel like commenting, feel free. If nothing else, it makes for some interesting discussion. So.
It's nice to know somebody out there's listening.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we have a pitching change for Baxter. Looks like Hokinson's going to be pitching now. Number 13, that's Drew Hokinson. Verify the pronunciation there. So, just so y'all realize out there in YouTube land on Bitstream. I'm trying to base some of the pronunciations on what they put on their player profiles. So Håkansson.
Yeah, that looks right.
Håkansson.
They have the long O.
Yeah, long O. Håkansson is now pitching. And Aldinger up to bat for Bismarck.
Your turn, be here, bud.
Aldinger's last at bat, he had a nice single. We got a pop fly this time to the shortstop, and he makes the easy catch for the out. So Aldinger. Garrett Nisley up next. Bismarck with a nice hit right to shortstop. And a throw over to first for the easy out on Nisley. Tristan Schultz up next. Throw and a swing and a miss. 0-1 to count. Currently bottom of the third. Bismarck with 9 runs in, and Baxter with 1. And a nice hit off the right field. Yeah, for sure a base hit. A little bit of a bobble out there in right field. But Tristan Schultz getting on base with a nice base hit.
Up to bat, number 13, Carson Braun.
Carson Braun is up next. It's like Håkansson trying to keep Schultz honest out there. Nice hit off the third base. Oh,
Just sneaks under him.
gets underneath him, but he gets a nice single out of that. So it's Carson Braun.
It's tough when it's coming off the infield grass.
Yeah, you
It's
know it.
that
I think it
dirt.
changes speed, doesn't
Yep.
it? I remember that piece anyway. And again. That was a long time ago when I played baseball.
Didn't you play on the Field of Dreams?
Uh,
Weren't you in that movie?
Yeah, no. We got a hit, pop fly, coming right down on third baseline, and Baxter retires Bismarck Americans, minimizing the damage, which is good for Baxter. So the score still 9-1, Bismarck ahead. All right. Again, folks, we'd like to thank our sponsors of this great event here for the Midwest Plains Regional Baseball Tournament for 2019, this Cal Ripken division. First of all, Shields All Sports right here in town at the Crossroads Mall. 104.7 KCLD. Plate Against Sports, which has both their used and new gear available. And then BSN Sports Apparel. Most of these are local vendors, and they obviously appreciate being able to host such a great event like this here in Waite Park. And for those of you not familiar with the central Minnesota area right here, we have quite a few resources available. Obviously, St. Cloud's kind of a fun town to visit, lots of different attractions in the area, excuse me. Quite a few natural resources. Holy cow, we got this tent trying to lift up behind us, so we might attend to that real quick and get back with you as the game gets rolling. Baxter.
2 outs in the top of the 4th here.
Jewel, unfortunately.
Here's some shot in here, bro.
Nice hit. Gets the pitcher Schultz to bases. So, Cole Brenny making it to first base. Nice little hit. We got 1 out. Schultz giving the old shoulder fake, trying to keep Brenny honest. Sean Robin, just like the bird. His dad Scott, older sister Sophia, and his mom Stacy. His dog Emperor Cats Scrapper and Lucy Anna. Okay. And your favorite MLB player is George Palenko. He wants to be a meteorologist. Would have come in handy earlier.
Yeah, we could have used him.
Could have used his techniques and talents earlier. His favorite food is pizza. He also plays hockey and basketball. He wants to wish a shout out to his grandma and grandpa Klein out on Bitstream. So, grandma and grandpa, hi. Hopefully you're doing well and enjoying the broadcast.
Runners on 1st and 2nd.
So Robin making it to first on a free ride.
There is actually 2 outs. That was wrong on the
2
board.
outs. That's what I thought.
Excuse me.
That's interesting.
I had 2, and then I looked up at the board and I
Yeah.
changed it.
Like, wait a minute. So Peyton Aronson up at bat now. Erlinson, excuse me, my apologies. His dad, mom, and Hadley? Assuming that might be maybe his dad and then mom is Hadley. Doesn't exactly show here, but I'm trying to do my best based on the information I have. His pets Kaya and Ruger, and his favorite MLB player is Mark McGuire. He wants to be an orthodontist. Man, specific stuff here. One a podiatrist, an orthodontist, and a meteorologist.
Nope. He wants to be a sportscaster. Play-by-play.
Why is that? Not exactly sure.
Not sure.
In any case,
Pretty glamorous.
yeah. Erlinson's favorite food is tacos, and he likes playing basketball and football as well. However, he was thrown out, and that retires the side. So, all right. Well, we're sitting at the Bottom of the fourth. And the lead still in favor of Bismarck with 9 runs batted in or brought in, and Baxter with 1.
And Baxter might have a big inning, just like Bismarck did.
Very well could, yeah. You never know.
All it takes
right?
is one.
That's right.
One rally.
One rally. Joey Kralik up. Kralik swinging. And a nice hit out to center field and caught. Nice grab too. Wow. Heck of a hit. Jackson Herman up next.
Sorry about that, folks. I didn't get out to center field fast enough to catch that wonderful catch, but
You?
nice job. Yeah.
That's
Slow
funny.
on the trigger.
I don't care who you are. That's funny. Jackson Herman's up now. Hokinson pitching. And going back behind the backstop back here.
One more. Good one.
Run it out, Jackson.
Herman.
Oh, what a play.
Yeah. Got bobbled at first, and then Herman was kind of doubting whether or not that play was going to go or not. And
Great effort from
No
the second
doubt.
baseman there. Number 11. Watch him, he
it'd be
kind of loses his footing a little bit.
Bodie
Or
Pipcorn, yeah.
Yeah, bobbles it, but still enough
Comes
to
up
recover.
at the plane, and wow. Hokinson making pitch, catch at second, and the quick out. So we got 3 up and 3 down. Grady Swanson, a nice hit, but right to second base. And the out. So 3 up, 3 down.
What happened here, bro?
Looks like we got a pitching change for Bismarck with Grady Swanson taking the mound. And Garrett Nisley going to be catching. So we got top of the fifth. White check up the bat for Baxter. They get a swing and a miss there for the 1-1 count. Another swing. 1-2.
1-2.
So Wyatt has dad, mom, a brother, and a sister. His dog named Lola. Brian Dozier is his favorite player. He wants to be a pro fisherman. Hey, now there's a guy that's after my heart. Wow. Awesome. Wyatt Check, you and I need to have a conversation, buddy. Favorite food was lasagna. How's that be easier to get out of my mouth, right? Yeah. And he plays football and basketball as well. And he wants to give a shout out to his mom, his brother, and his sister that are watching at home, as he gets a ride to first base for free.
Bet you he could show you some pointers for catching some fish.
You know, he very well might be able to. Wyatt Check there.
On.
So we got Jaden Barnum up again.
1-1.
He's had a single and he had a walk over to first previously in the game.
2-1.
Swanson struggling a little bit here, but we got a 2-1 count.
No walks yet.
Wow.
Actually a loose ball.
Yeah.
Catcher missed it, so the batter can advance.
Interesting. I will say that. So Evan Bolt is up again. So Evan. Bolt number 3. He's was able to make it to base last time. Got a single first. His mom, Rena, Clara, Whitney, Vivian, they're all sisters apparently, and his dad, Eric. He's a pet dog. His favorite MLB player is Javier Baez, and he gets a nice hit right here. Bolt. Oh, just missed. So he gets the single, and we got bases loaded for Baxter. He wants to be an MLB player when he grows up. His favorite food is pizza. He likes basketball and football. So Bolt Bolt with a bolt out to right field.
I wonder how long that was going to take before you said that.
Hookinson now up to bat. Bases loaded. We have no outs for Baxter. They're looking to do some damage here.
This could be their rally.
Yeah, it could be.
Nice little base hit will score a couple runs here.
That's exactly right.
A lot of pressure on these young kids, but they seem to be handling it well.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Drew knows if he gets a walk,
Yep.
be able to get another run in.
Force
for
a
them.
run in. Well, got a 1-1 count though. So is that right?
No,
2-1.
2-1 it
2-1.
should be.
There we
Yep.
go. I was looking at the official quote unquote scoreboard.
Right.
2-1.
Right here on the field, we do have an electronic scoreboard that we're kind of checking and counting on the folks upstairs to be able to make that. Yeah, that'd be a pretty tricky play if loose ball right behind the home plate. Yeah. So 2-1 to count to Hookinson. And 2-2. Whew, looking at some pressure.
And
3-2.
3-2. Bases loaded.
Oh, and it hit right through the center line there. We got a forced play at second
Oh, nice double play.
and a out at first, so a nice double play made. But still, we had a run brought in.
Let's watch the replay here. It's a nice hit right
Yeah,
up the center.
definitely.
Played really well by the shortstop. Steps on second. Nice job for 2 outs now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we got a runner on third.
Yep. So, now your score for Baxter's 2 and for Bismarck 9. And a nice hit. Drive out to center field for the catch, and that retires Baxter. Still 9-2 after the 5th inning there, or after the half.
Going
of
in the
fifth.
bottom of the
Yeah,
fifth,
going in the
yep.
bottom of the 5th right here, with Bismarck up next at bat. And we're going to lead off with Drew Taylor.
And I know Abby Taylor made
Yeah.
a comment if we have a profile for Drew.
We do. I had trouble finding it. But
Oh,
we
you did find it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
All right, so Drew Taylor, he's going to be leading off here at bat for your Bismarck Americans. Got Paige, mom, and dad. I'm assuming that might be a sister. I'm not sure. Pets 2. Says his favorite MLB player is Chris Bryant. He wants to be a professional athlete when he grows up. And his favorite food is wings. He also plays football and basketball. And he wants to wish a shout out to Aiden Rakowski and family, or just Aiden Rakowski family. Either one, they all work, I suppose, huh? All right, so there you have it. Drew Taylor is going to be starting us, or leading us off at bat. If everything is normal, I'm assuming.
Up to bat, number 11, Drew Taylor.
Again, Drew Taylor up at bat now for your Bismarck Americans, who have a pretty handy lead going into the bottom of the 5th here. But as we have seen, things can change quickly. So we got 0-2 and count. 0-2 count to Taylor.
One, two.
And a nice hit to shortstop with the throw to first, and an easy out for Baxter to kind of keep Bismarck in check here. So Vogel, Brady Vogel's up to bat now. Nice hit out to left field with the play made by Baxter. Left fielder number 9, Peyton Erlinson, making the catch out in left field there. Braylon Aldinger up next. A little bit of a high pitch there by Hokinson.
So we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Right. Wow, nice line drive to third, throw to first, and out, and that retires Bismarck earlier than they anticipated, I'm sure. So Braylon Aldinger with a hit and an out. And that brings us to the top of the 6th. It's our last inning here. We'll see if Baxter can make a move.
Yeah.
On this last opportunity that they have, technically speaking.
Well, that was awfully nice. Abby Taylor responded back, "Thank you so much."
Oh,
I'm
look at
Drew's
that.
on. You're quite welcome. We appreciate you and all the viewers out there.
Definitely. Glad folks are making use of it. That's great. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for the tournament. Again, this is the 2019 Midwest Plains Regional Baseball Tournament, hosted here in Waite Park, Minnesota, just outside of St. Cloud, on the banks of the Sauk River, not too far from the Mississippi as well. We're located about 60 some odd miles just north of the Twin Cities, in case somebody else is wondering where the heck this place is.
Get that a lot.
About an hour or so away from Brainerd, which is kind of that famous lakes area or whatever. Sort of a gateway to a lot of different places in Minnesota for sure. But anyway, we have sponsors for the tournament. Shields All Sports, 1047 KCLD, BSN, Sports Apparel, and Play It Again Sports. Bringing you this Bitstream production on YouTube. Thanks for joining us out there.
And thanks to the Waite Park Baseball Association for having us here. It's been a real treat working with them. They've been very accommodating, very helpful. So it makes a big difference in helping with our broadcast. So thank you, Waite Park. Babe Ruth.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Top of the 6th.
Number 11. For Baxter. Bodie Pipcorn. Nice hit right to the pitcher with the throw to first, and he's out. So Pipcorn doing his best to try and make something happen for Baxter. And Taylor on the mound for Bismarck right now. Taylor throwing a little bit high and inside.
1-1.
And we have Jewel up for Baxter. Hudson Jewel struck out and was thrown out in his previous at-bats.
Is it going to look odd if just my right leg is going to get
It's you know, my right arm got tanned yesterday. So.
We switched spots. I should have thought about
Should have
that.
thought about that.
3-1.
I was thinking about no. Actually, I had
Sly one.
no consideration there. We have a 3-1 count to Jewel.
That was a nice
And
pitch.
that was a nice pitch.
Corner.
3-2 the count now. Jewel trying to make something happen for Baxter. And a hit right into second base with the easy throw to first. Jewel is out.
That's two.
2 outs.
Hanging on by their fingernails
Top
here.
of the 6th. Yep. They better make something happen quick if they're going to do it. 2 outs.
1-0.
9-2 the score in favor of Bismarck. Drew Taylor pitching now.
2-0.
Cole Brenny up to bat. A little bit of a high pitch there for Taylor.
3-1.
3-1 the count to Brenny. Brenny's last at bat, he made it out to first, and he had a walk. And he's getting another walk. He's a little bit harder to pitch to, a taller kid for 11-year-olds. Holy cow. Started realizing that. I was like, wow.
He's as tall as the first base coach there.
No doubt.
Number 4, Sean Robin.
I know it's hard to believe, but I was a late bloomer. I was very short until about high school. Late high school.
Did you ever bloom?
No.
Oh, nice hit. Look at that. You got Robin making the hit to shortstop. Unfortunately, he was thrown out, however.
That's the game.
That would be it.
You know, the score really doesn't show. It was a very
it was
a close
a lot
game.
tighter. I mean,
It was a very good baseball game.
Other than that first at bat for Bismarck, my goodness. I mean, really, it was tight game. Very well played defensively and everything.
Yeah,
so.
I think everybody played really hard.
Yeah, no question. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed it out in Bitstream land out there.
We should start an amusement park.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Bitstream land.
Bitstream land.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, we'll hang out here just a second to listen to the players of the game. I think they have the Sportsman's Award and then defensive players of the games.
Which is really a nice touch. I didn't realize they did that. I mean, be able to recognize during every game.
So it's kind of nice. The players all line up and sort of wait for the announcement. Assuming it comes as a nomination from coaches and or maybe with help of the umps. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure who tournament directors just decided.
Maybe looking at stats. Quite a few hits in this particular.
Again, I wouldn't want to have to decide.
MVP of the game is from Bismarck, North Dakota. Number 34, Jackson Herman.
Number 34, Jackson Herman with the MVP award for the game.
We heard that name a lot.
Yeah, we did. Jackson Herman had a single, a double, and
Sponsored by Shields of Bismarck, Joey
Gralick with the defensive player of the game.
You can see how hard he played. He's got dirt from head to toe there.
Hudson Jewell with the defensive player award for Baxter.
Nicely done, Hudson.
Nicely done. Yeah, nice job by both teams.
Yes.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, we'll get rolling here with the next game shortly, I imagine. But again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this great Midwest Plains Regional Baseball Tournament, the 11U Division, Shields, 104.7 KCLD, Played Against Sports, and BSN Sports Apparel. Thanks again, and we'll tune in later.
See you soon.